Hi everybody, my name's Didi Vergados and I'm a hypnotist. And today we're at the Evoluco Dojo. We're going to be speaking with Ainsley Robinson. Ainsley Robinson is a former Olympic wrestler, has held the national title 5 times in wrestling, and has currently turned his career over to mixed martial arts. In his MMA career, he currently has 5 wins and only 3 losses. A little while ago, I gave Ainsley a 5-minute taste of hypnosis. So we're going to go up and speak to Ainsley and see what he thinks. Ready? Come on everybody. Hey Ainsley, how you doing?
What's going on, Didi?
Hi Ainsley, nice to see you. Wow, you had quite the workout, didn't you?
It was a pretty tough practice. Hot, muggy day today.
Yeah, it's about 40 degrees in here. This is like doing mixed martial arts in a hot Bikram studio.
Hot sauna. Yeah.
It's probably really good for you.
Yeah,
anyways, so Ainsley, last time we gave you about 5 minutes of hypnosis. Do you want to share with us what that was like?
Well, that was pretty different.
Tell me about it.
When you told me about hypnosis, I didn't really believe it could happen. And in those 5 minutes, you changed my belief to a belief. When you made me fall asleep, you made my legs weak, and I wasn't faking it. It was real.
He really wasn't faking it. He actually almost collapsed to the floor. What we did with Ainsley was a rapid street hypnosis induction. So anyways, and then we gave him some suggestions for some footwork. And do you want to say a little bit about that?
Well, I always had some problems with my footwork, and when in certain positions I felt like I was weakened, and with the whole getting weak like a baby and then standing strong, it actually gave me confidence next time I actually did spar and I did wrestle and I got into certain positions that I thought that I was weakened. I was actually stronger than.
You were stronger.
I was stronger,
then.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect.
It's just a belief in myself, and I always had a belief in myself, but that mental toughness is.
So speaking about belief, we all know that it takes physical discipline and, you know, in the way you train and the way you eat. Do you want to say, at what percentage do you think of it truly when you hit the mat and all the physical discipline and training and eating is done, how much of it is our mental attitude?
Mental attitude plays a big key. I mean, if you could be in the greatest shape, you could be as strong as the Hulk, but if you got no mental toughness, you got no. If you're not mentally tough,
right,
you're gonna be like a flake, you know. So
right.
Mental toughness, I'd say, is 50-60% of any sport.
I get it. I get it. So if only 5 minutes of hypnosis had you feel stronger the next time you were sparring, can you imagine an hour?
That would be something special, man.
Well, that's what you're gonna get, my friend. We're gonna set that up for you, okay?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. So let's go set it up.
Okay, I appreciate it.
We'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
There you have it. Most of it is mental toughness, mental attitude, and belief in yourself. Okay, we'll speak to you soon after Ainsley's had his session. Okay. Hi, I'm Didi Vergados, and we're here at the Bloom Center for Hypnotherapy, where we've just completed our first session with MMA fighter Ainsley Robinson. Did you ever think that having too much confidence could be a bad thing? Well, when we actually sat down and did the hypnosis with Ainsley, what we discovered is because he had such a great sense of self-confidence at times and in certain positions in fights, it would cause him to underestimate his opponent. And you can see how that wouldn't be such a good thing, would it? So what we did is we had Ainsley keep all that great self-confidence, but we also added in the ability to think sharply on his feet, the ability to be strong and explosive when it comes to fighting, the ability to stay on point regardless of who he's with or when he's fighting. So whether he's training or whether he's sparring in an actual fight, he's going to stay on point with confidence. So in the next clip, you're going to hear Ainsley describing what that process was like for him.
I didn't know there was 2 parts. You know, I thought, like, again, I went in the fight as one person, like one thought. But before the fight, there was actually 2 parts of me, like,
yeah, there was, yeah,
the overconfidence and this guy's a blow. No, it's not a pushover, but I'm confident I'm gonna beat this guy. Like,
yeah,
overconfident, and then I was confident. It's kind of hard to explain.
I got it. the overconfidence is, again, had you underestimate your opponent and make a silly mistake. And that's okay, because you learned, didn't you?
Exactly.
And now both parts of you are working together.
Yeah, I want to focus on
that. Take it for a run.
Even in training too.
So, what is it that you think that occurred during the hypnosis that's of positive benefit for you?
Positive benefit would be being one instead of two.
Okay. So when it was two, what were the negative impacts of having two different attitudes about fighting?
Well, when you have you have two different views, and you can't go in there having two different views.
No.
You know, you can't go in there like, you can't go in there like, for me, I guess I went in there too confident. Sometimes I go in there too confident and underestimate my opponent. One side, the other side, I'm very confident.
Right.
But I guess the underestimating somebody is confident, but then I have the confidence with my abilities, but my confidence with my abilities is kind of, the confidence with my abilities I'm confident with, right? But maybe being too confident means basically I'm not sharp. I'm not sharp.
Yeah, you were neglecting your abilities. You were neglecting your abilities because this part of you was too confident.
So it's kind of weird to put it, but basically when I look back at it now, it's like I went in there with confidence and overconfidence, which I didn't really say watch my back, look over my back.
Right.
So I went in there not being sharp.
Right. So you weren't as on point as you could be.
I wasn't on point as I should have been.
Because this part of you is super technical and has strength and power and knows how to be, and that part was a little so confident that it underestimated.
Exactly. I got caught in something so amateurish.
Yeah.
That I should have not been there in the first place.
That's right. Now, what's it like now, though? Now that we worked on kind of bringing those two attitudes and the strengths of those two viewpoints together, what's it like now? Because you said something now, you're early, you're not going to be late again.
I mean, I don't feel like I can get, you can always get put in a bad position.
Right.
But I don't feel like I'll get put in a bad position.
Right.
And if I do get put in a bad position, it's like, when you fight, you always get caught in different positions, but I think that I'll be able to think it out instead of, per se, panicking and getting put out.
Exactly, because that's what happened last time,
that's exactly
right?
What happened.
You were too late.
I was too late, and
yeah,
I was too late because I put myself in a bad position. And in practice, we train to be in bad positions and to fight out of bad positions, but I should never have been in that position in the first place.
That's right.
So if I ever do get caught in that position, it's not about being too late, it's not panicking.
Right. So now you're gonna go into it earlier, sharper, more focused, so that you don't even get caught in that bad position. Versus being too late and panicking and then doing something just not
again
of your caliber.
With this session here, I felt like it was more, like I said, I feel like I'm always one, but you made me realize that there's two parts.
Well, you went in with two attitudes.
I went with two attitudes.
Right.
And I thought I went in there with one attitude. But I did not know until just now that I actually went there with, I didn't know there was two parts.
Right. And the problem isn't with Ainsley's confidence. The problem is that too much confidence, on the one hand, had you underestimate your opponent, so that you weren't, on the other hand, really utilizing all the technical skills and abilities and strengths that you have when you're right on point. So you said that it made you too late.
Exactly.
And then you panicked.
Right.
And then you lost. But that's not going to happen anymore, is it?